Dr.egg. Lu Xun. If not sure where a quote is from, then it's from Lu Xun. He left us many classics on Chinese textbooks, like The Boy Rentu and AQ. However, being too prolific isn't good. Students are afraid of classical Chinese and Lu Xun, because we had to recite his essays, but we barely knew the author. As a thinker, writer, and one of the founders of modern Chinese literature, Lu Xun led a colorful life. On September 25, 1881, Lu Xun was born in Shaoxing, Zhejiang province. His grandfather named him Zhou Zhangshou. Then his father fell ill, so Lu Xun had to pawn things to buy medicine. He was admitted to the Jiangnan Naval Academy at 17 and got a new name, Zhou Shuren, which meant it took a long time to cultivate people. Yes, Lu Xun almost became a sailor. Few years later, he went to Japan to study. Influenced by childhood experiences, he decided to be a doctor. But while watching a slideshow, he was shocked by the indifferent Chinese spectators. He then decided to be a literary physician. I'll help Chinese people. After returning home, Lu Xun managed to find ways to save the nation. But failure made him frustrated. So he placed his hope on Buddhism. At this time, Qian Xuantong, the editor of New Youth, asked Lu Xun for contributions. Lu Xun said, "Why should I?" But in the end, he said yes, as he wanted to save China. You'd better change the pen name of Xunxing into one like a real name. Does it really matter? Then he combined his mother's surname, Lu, with Xunxing. This was how his pen name, Lu Xun, came, meaning think slowly but act quickly. In May 1918, on New Youth, Diary of a Madman was published. It's the first vernacular short story, written in a modern style in history. With words never seen before, the diary exposed the inhumane nature of fatalism. It shook the whole society like a thunderbolt. The name of Lu Xun thus became a banner of the new culture movement. Through insightful novels, prose, essays, and poems, Lu Xun lent his voice for culture, democracy, and revolution. As a result, people thought he was a serious man. But the real Lu Xun was far more than that. He was incredibly versatile. In addition to writing, he also did translation, binding, and collection. He designed the emblem of Peking University and the Republic of China. He's really talented. Lu Xun was also good at arguing. He could quarrel over anything with anyone, because no one could beat him, excluding his family members. In his eyes, apart from his family, he could quarrel with anybody. Finally, he was also a high earner. People believed intellectuals were poor, but Lu Xun was rich. He was a civil servant, a writer, and a professor. He took good care of his family and himself, did and said whatever he wanted. Never yield to the enemy, and be willing to serve the people. On October 19, 1936, Lu Xun, the giant of Chinese literature, known for his talent and pride, died in Shanghai at 55. This great fighter, light in the land he loved deeply. His words and spirit as a part of this nation will never be forgotten by people awakened by him. Later, Jojo.